Hello and welcome to today's podcast. I'm Alex and today we're diving deep into the remarkable journey of one of India's largest private universities, Lovely Professional University, or as it's commonly known, LPU.
And I'm Sarah. We're thrilled to bring you this fascinating story of transformation from a humble sweet shop to what we're calling a super university. It's truly an inspiring tale of entrepreneurship, vision, and determination.
That's right, Sarah. Today's episode, LPU from Sweet Shop to Super University, will take you through 3 incredible chapters of this institution's journey. We'll start with the inspiring founder story, then explore the current ground-level realities, both the positives and the controversies, and finally look at the future vision and scale of this educational powerhouse.
So let's begin with where it all started, a small sweet shop in Jalandhar, Punjab. Alex, I think most people would be surprised to learn that such a massive university has its roots in confectionery.
It's remarkable, isn't it? The story begins with Baldev Raj Mittal, who in 1961, with just a loan of 500 rupees, that's about $6 today, opened a tiny 10 by 10 sweet shop called Lovely Sweets in Jalandhar Cantonment. Interestingly, Baldev had previously worked as a military contractor, but decided to venture into the sweets business.
And what made his shop stand out was his specialty, multi-chur ladus, that quickly gained popularity across Punjab. It wasn't your typical street vendor setup either. It was an actual closed-door shop, which was quite innovative for that time.
That's an interesting detail. I've read that the shop was only open for about 2 hours a day initially. The idea was to create curiosity among people about what was happening inside. A clever marketing strategy, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And it clearly worked. By 1969, just 8 years after starting, the family owned 3 sweet shops. Today, they operate over 10 confectionery outlets in Jalandhar and nearby regions, along with a successful bakery business. But the real game changer in this story is Baldev's son, Ashok Kumar Mittal, who joined the family business in the 1980s when he was in his 20s.
Ashok really took the family business to new heights. Under his leadership, the Lovely Group diversified into automotive dealerships in 1996 with a Maruti dealership. But his true passion seems to have been education. In 1999, they established the International Institute of Management Studies, affiliated with Punjab Technical University.
That's where the seeds of LPU were planted. But I understand they faced considerable skepticism initially. Can you imagine the ridicule they received? People actually said, "Ab ladu bechne wale degree bechenge," which translates to, "Now sweet sellers will sell degrees."
That must have been tough to hear, but Ashok Mittal remained undeterred. By 2005, they established Lovely Professional University under the Lovely Professional University Act, and formal operations began in 2006. Today, it's spread across a massive 600-acre campus with approximately 35,000 students from about 50 countries.
What I find fascinating about this story is how the family consistently took risks and ventured into completely unrelated businesses, from sweets to automobiles to education. That requires tremendous courage and vision.
You're absolutely right. And the family's ethos seems to be captured in what Ramesh Mittal often says: be ready to take risks, look at the bright side, and learn from mistakes. Your efforts should always be focused on improving the lives of others, not pulling them down.
That's a powerful philosophy. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the current ground-level reality at LPU. As with any major institution, there are both positives and controversies. Let's start with the positives. What makes LPU stand out in India's education landscape today?
Well, LPU has certainly established itself as a significant player in the higher education space. According to the National Institutional Ranking Framework, or NIRF rankings for 2025, LPU secured the 31st position among all universities in India, both government and private. That's quite impressive for a relatively young institution.
It's also making waves internationally. In the Times Higher Education World University Rankings for 2025, LPU ranked in the 600 to 800 bracket globally. And I believe they scored particularly well in the World University Innovation Rankings for 2025, ranking 4th in India and 109th globally.
Those are impressive statistics. The university offers around 200 programs across 40 disciplines with a claimed network of 3,000 recruiters. They've also established academic collaborations with prestigious institutions worldwide, spanning the US, UK, Australia, Canada, Singapore, Switzerland, Brazil, China, Spain, and Poland.
The campus itself is quite remarkable too. It's not just an educational institution, but almost a mini city with state-of-the-art infrastructure, including modern classrooms, labs, libraries, sports facilities, and hostels. There's even a cricket stadium on campus.
But as we mentioned, it hasn't all been smooth sailing. LPU has faced its share of controversies and challenges. One of the most publicized incidents occurred in September 2021, when a first-year Bachelor of Design student tragically died by suicide in his hostel room.
That was indeed a tragic event. It led to massive protests on campus, with students demanding justice. From what I understand, the student had left a suicide note that mentioned his previous institution's director, not LPU. The university and police eventually clarified the situation, but it was undoubtedly a difficult time for the LPU community.
There have been other controversies too. Some students and critics have questioned the university's admission standards. Initially, LPU was criticized for not having stringent criteria for student admissions, which raised questions about its academic credibility.
Though it's worth noting that the university addressed this concern by introducing the LPU National Entrance and Scholarship Test in 2021, which is now required for admission to all courses. This shows a commitment to improving academic standards.
Another aspect that's often discussed is the balance between quantity and quality. With such a large student body, around 35,000 students, some wonder if maintaining consistent educational quality across all programs is possible.
That's always a challenge for large institutions. But from what we've researched, LPU seems to be investing significantly in faculty development and infrastructure to ensure quality education. They currently have over 2,000 academic staff members.
Let's now look toward the future. What's the vision for LPU moving forward? How is it positioning itself in the evolving landscape of global higher education?
From what I can see, LPU has ambitious plans for the future. They're focusing heavily on internationalization, with over 500 partner universities across more than 80 countries. This global network facilitates semester exchanges, credit transfers, joint research, and summer and winter schools for students.
They're also emphasizing innovation and technology-focused education. Recently, LPU expanded its offerings with programs in artificial intelligence, cloud computing, tech MBA, data science, big data analytics, and other cutting-edge fields.
I've also noticed that the middle family isn't just focused on education. They're diversifying further into real estate development and even exploring the electric vehicle market. According to Ashok Mittal, they want to create their electric vehicle label with the expertise of an automobile manufacturing giant.
That's fascinating. The family certainly doesn't seem to be slowing down. Another interesting development is their strategic plan for 2020-2025, which focuses on promoting inclusivity, diversity, and ethical values in the learning environment, as well as establishing strong collaborations with industries.
I find it inspiring how they continue to innovate and evolve. Ramesh Mittal has been quoted saying, "Every business is meant to run into obstacles. The strength is in not getting bogged down and making efforts in the right direction." That mindset seems to be driving their continued expansion.
It's remarkable to think about the journey. From a small sweet shop with a $500 loan to a diversified business group with an annual revenue of around 1,153 crore. and LPU itself starting as a small institute in 1999 to now being ranked among the top universities in India.
And they're not stopping there. With their focus on global partnerships, technological innovation, and expanding into new sectors like real estate and electric vehicles, the Lovely Group seems poised for continued growth and evolution.
I think what's most inspiring about this story is how it demonstrates that with vision, determination, and willingness to take calculated risks, extraordinary achievements are possible, even starting from the humblest beginnings.
Absolutely. The journey from lotto wallas to education pioneers shows the power of entrepreneurship and vision. Despite facing skepticism and challenges, the Middle family persevered and built an institution that's making a significant impact on thousands of students' lives.
As we wrap up today's episode, we hope this story of LPU has inspired you to think big regardless of where you're starting from. From a sweet shop to a super university, it's a testament to what's possible with vision, determination, and hard work.
This has been LPU from Sweet Shop to Super University. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sarah. Thanks for listening.